Welcome to the first ever vlog for Yoga by Paige. You might know that I keep a weekly blog, but I figured I would give it a little bit of a try and just see what it's like talking into the camera and just having a little bit of a mind riff with you, if you will. Something that I really wanted to share in this first vlog was just my experience of being a full-time yoga teacher in my very first month. Some of you might also know that I have had a very successful corporate career as a sales trainer, something that I really love. I love being in the classroom, making sure people can really be the best versions of themselves, which really fantastically translates to folks on their mat in yoga practice or in a classroom learning how to sell a new product. It was time to strike out on my own and give it a go. I have been teaching yoga now for nearly 9 years, and full-time yoga teaching has always been the goal. It was just a matter of when and how, and it's here and now. So it's definitely feels like I'm absolutely living the dream, and it's everything I could have hoped for and more. And I had a really big kind of breakthrough this last week where I've just been kind of cruising through. I have more time. I've felt a deeper sense of connection with myself, with my purpose, and with what I want to share with everybody. But I also had a big oh shit moment. On Monday, I woke up just feeling extraordinarily overwhelmed with all of the things that needed to be completed in the week coming, leading up to even the filming of this video. And was just like, oh my gosh, I have bit off way more than I could chew, and just feeling like paralyzed, right? Have you ever been there where you have like a laundry list of things to do and there's so much to do you decide to take a nap? My mom and I kind of joke and we call it Tiffany blue. She will paint her fingernails Tiffany blue, and that's how you know you're procrastinating or you are avoiding what you really need to do. And let me tell you, if I had that nail polish, my nails would be blue right now, just because there was so much and I didn't even know where to start. Luckily, I have an incredible support system. My husband is phenomenal, and he was just like, what is the one thing that's gonna make the biggest difference today? And just do that one thing. And it was such a big shift and such an easy kind of piece of advice to follow that once that one thing happened, it was a domino effect, right? Like once you can get going, then the rest begins to fall into place. I also have been really leaning on my meditation practice to help me with this sense of overwhelming so that I can stay true to my purpose and really understand what's going on. So that one thing, I did the one thing that I needed to do, which led to the next thing, which led to the next thing. And then here we are at the end of the week, and it's going to be okay. In fact, it's been a really great week full of productivity and some very much needed rest that I haven't necessarily been giving myself. So I would say the biggest kind of things that I have really learned in my first month is the first month of anything, of any job, even if it is your dream job, it's your honeymoon phase. You are just happy. You're happy to wake up and spring out of bed. You are excited and energized, and then you start to hit month 2, which I'm now in month 2. And once you're in that place, you kind of have these moments of like, all right, this is it, and I gotta make it work, and I've gotta figure it out. And you start to realize that the learning curve that you are up against, regardless of how long you've been in your industry or in your position, when you start something new, there's a learning curve. And I'm totally experiencing that teaching yoga, which maybe it was naive or I just don't know, blind excitement that I didn't really consider that as an option. That yes, I am starting something brand new. While I've been teaching yoga for a really long time, it hasn't been my full-time job. It hasn't been my main source of income. And being able to show up as an entrepreneur and a yoga teacher is brand spanking new for me. I am diving really deep into the marketing side of things. I'm really diving deep into being able to bring purposeful content that creates value for you all. And that is so different. I have gone from a sales trainer for a really long time to essentially a marketer, a publisher, a coach, a teacher, a salesperson, because I'm pitching myself. And so I'm wearing all of these hats and then also trying to be really strategic. I think the other thing that I have learned in this month is that being able to guard my time and use it wisely, I think will be the make it or break it in any day, in any week or year, in what I can produce and share. For the first few weeks as a full-time yoga teacher, I was saying yes to absolutely everything. So many yeses that one day I found myself teaching 5 yoga classes. Not recommended. I definitely found a limit there, which is great. I know that limit now. I won't do it again. And so these are those trials and errors that will just take place anytime that you are trying something new. So being able to really guard that time and know what is valuable to you as an individual is going to be really helpful. And then I would say the rest is I can very easily get frustrated when something doesn't come naturally to me or if I don't catch on quickly. And I have granted myself a lot of grace in this first month, particularly moving into my second month, and realizing that as I go forward that this sense of grace and ability to fail forward is going to really be an ongoing thing. I'm trying to embrace everything from a learning perspective, that knowing everybody starts somewhere to be able to get to that really great place, and knowing that while I may not be at square one as a yoga teacher, I am square one as an entrepreneur. So giving myself some room to grow, room to fail, room to improve is going to be my biggest kind of, I think, building block as this continues to grow. So thank you for letting me share with you my biggest learnings in my first month as a yoga teacher. I hope you appreciate this journey, and I'll continue to share with you as things come up. And as always, namaste, be, learn, and play. Peace.